What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Heal the Ring podcast here on the Sports Jedi Network. It's Monday night, and we are ready to go with our Monday Night Raw watch along. We're doing something different. We are on YouTube as well, but we're going to be on YouTube until the top of the hour. Then YouTube will be cut off at 8 o'clock. You have to come to the playback. We got Frankie Stacks in the building. What up, Frankie Stacks? So I'm doing double duties. I got the playback going on with Frankie Stacks in the building. Happy Monday to you there as well, to Chris as well as Tony in the building. What up, Tony? And everyone watching us on the YouTube platform. What's going on? Lamario Hockey, salute Lamario. How are you, buddy? Now, if you're watching us on YouTube, salute. We are doing the pre-show here because we want to make sure we get everyone from YouTube on to the playback where you could come and watch the event with us. You could see it while it's happening, while it's unfolding on Netflix. All you got to do is hit the link there, the Playback TV app. It's totally free at no extra cost. It doesn't cost you anything. All you have to do is come in and watch along. You could become a friend. You could become a member at no cost. It's totally free. It's a subscription. Or you can subscribe to our channel, Heal the Ring. You get notified where we do wrestling and all that good content. Or you could come in and be a visitor and check it out and see if this is for you. If it's not for you, it's not for you. We get it. It's not, and not everyone, we're not everyone's cup of coffee, or not every cup of coffee is liked by everyone. So we always tell you, come in and check it out. I wanted to go through my reactions. The whole world is still at buzz. The whole entire world. You got ESPN on First Take breaking it down. You talking about all across, not just social media, but around the world, the John Cena heel turn. I mean, everyone continues to talk about it. It is on everyone's back of their throats or their first thing uttering out of their mouth. Can you believe John Cena, the heel turn? Phenomenal. Right now, I know it's only been a 48-hour reaction, and sometimes other new things happen and we tend to forget. But right now, as of right now, and of course, we don't know how this is going to play out, how long it's going to go. Could John Cena not retire now, and continue going? My point is this, as of right now, you could say this is bigger than Hulk Hogan's birth with the NWO. Currently, right now, I know you could debate it. I know a lot of people are probably screaming at the top of their lungs and saying, hell no, you must be bugging. You're what are you drinking? What are you smoking? What are you consuming? I said it in the first 48 hours right now, the way mainstream media is covering this and how bananas and how much views, the numbers don't lie for itself. It's showing you it's big. It could be as big as even bigger than Hulk Hogan's turn. This is because, especially where John Cena is in his career, he announced to the world, this is it. And to choose it there at that time, it's phenomenal. Well done, episodic wrestling for us. You gotta love it. You gotta embrace it. What's up, Chris? And of course, for when we talked about just sit back and enjoy and watch wrestling, that's what The Rock said. Just sit back, be quiet, enjoy the ride. He said it in colorful language, but enjoy the ride. Everyone was going crazy. We had a little bit of our doubts in our channel as well when we heard Rock ask for Cody Rhodes' soul. What the hell does that mean? And then the awkwardness of the promo or the press conference on that SmackDown. I know New Orleans got announced that they're getting that WrestleMania next year and all that good stuff. But then we were like, what? Well, this is phenomenal work on Saturday. The heel turn, I want to give Chef Dan and me and Chef Dan, we've been talking about it since December. We didn't say it was going to happen to the T the way, John Cena and then we didn't see he was going to align himself with The Rock, but we said, what if John Cena turns heel? Jordan Kirby, you missed me. We missed you, Jordan. Hey, Jordan, we are now on the playback. We are now the playback. That's why you don't see us doing the wrestling. We still do the wrestling, every wrestling event. But guess the only difference is we're actually showing the wrestling event on the playback. It's totally free. It's at no cost. Come on over. Hit the link. The link is up there on the chat. All you got to do, you could either be a subscriber, you could be a visitor. But if you're a subscriber, it's totally free. It'll let you give you that notification when we go live. I mean, we do Monday Night Raw, NXT, TNA pay-per-views. Probably we're going to get Revolution on. here. So you'll be able to watch for all you AEW lovers. You'll be able to watch Revolution here, Maple Leaf Pro Wrestling, MMA, combat sports. Just come on in. It's the Wrestling Heel of the Ring on the Playback TV at no cost. You get to watch it there, or you can follow us on X, where we're also showing it on X as well. YouTube puts a lot of shackles. They put a lot of shackles restriction. You know, we respect because that's the rules we play by with them. I just wanted to start a pre-show here to let the people know on YouTube, because I miss talking to you. I miss talking to a Jordan Kirby, to a Joel. I miss speaking to Kaylee. I haven't seen Kaylee in a while. You know, Kaylee's been one of our watch along viewers, and we missed a lot of our YouTube regulars that come in the chat for the wrestling. And I said, how am I going to let them know? I put it on the community. Obviously, it wasn't working, so I said, let me go live and we'll preview Monday Night Raw, and a little bit preview till 8 o'clock, and then we'll say goodbye. And of course, you have at least that half hour when you get that notification to know that we're on, to come on over and move on over to the playback. So I wanted to do that. That was fun. We're having phenomenal time here each and every day when there's wrestling. Now with Evolve, you know, we're going to be doing Evolve here. So now there's wrestling on Wednesday night. So we're going to get that going soon. So I like it. And then the Hail the Ring crew got larger. You see Chris on Saturdays with me on Let's Talk Wrestling, you know, weekly wrestling report and all that good stuff. So we got good stuff happening on the channel. We want you to be a part of it. Don't be left out. Come on over. Help us continue to grow. One of the matchups here tonight, we're going to talk about a little bit of the matchups at Monday Night Raw as we preview it. Lyra Valkyria versus Ivy Nile for the Women's Intercontinental Champion. There's going to be several title defense. You also have Io Sky versus Rhea Ripley, and you have the men's tag team titles up for grabs. So 3 title matches tonight on Monday Night Raw on Netflix. We'll talk about this Lyra Valkyria and Ivy Nile for the Intercontinental title. I'm going to go on a limb. I think we're getting a new Intercontinental champion. I think Ivy Niles win this. For some reason, I have a funny feeling Ivy Niles is going to get some gold on it around her waist, and I think Lyra, although I can see Lyra getting it back, I don't see an Ivy Niles long Intercontinental title run. But I think tonight they pull the trigger. I think tonight is going to be very interesting. As we got Tony says, tonight should be very interesting on the playback. It should be a lot of different things. And I think Ivy Niles wins the Intercontinental title from Lyra Valkyria. Yes, I think that's gonna happen. I have a funny feeling on that one. To see there, but another match that I don't feel that's gonna change anything is the War Raiders and Creed Brothers for the World Tag Team titles. I think the War Raiders hold on those titles and continue to. I think they'll drop it eventually to the New Day, probably at WrestleMania. Or there could be some kind of a convoluted ending where, you know, you have a mayhem, a scramble where everyone wants a piece and they can't get to a resolution, where you're probably going to have a kind of a ladder match with the tag team champions there for WrestleMania. Don't even, you know, if it's going to be one of those 8 tag teams or 4 tag teams, 8-man total tag teams, don't be surprised if we see the Hardy Boys come back for WrestleMania on a ladder match there. You could add that there, you know, just think the pop that they get at WrestleMania night 1, you know, 4 tag teams, one tag team last minute gets injured, and here comes the Hardys, stepped in. I don't think they win the tag team titles, but just that pop and that nostalgia of have them in that tag team, you know, ladder match, you know, my goodness, you're like, holy crap. It'll be interesting to see if they do that route. If I had the creative pencil, I would like to see that. If I had, you know, if I would to do, you know, you have that collaboration with TNA, you know, or just make it the best of the best tag team. Just one, you know, the way they have a, you know, they have a crown, the way they have a crown jewel champion, and I know they're not in Saudi, but a grand tag team. You know, you can even have Axiom and Nathan Frazier. You can have the Hardy Boys. You can have, you know, the Raw and then and as well as your SmackDown champions. There's your 4. You know, and have a special cup or tag team. You know, you want to call it the Demolition Derby champion. I don't know, just a cup or something. You could do that as well. What's going on? Jordan is in the building. Hey, Jordan, salute. Now, for those that are watching on the playback, this is a quick sample because Jordan's here. This is what you see the Netflix. You see they're ready to go. We're ready to get going. Once the top of the hour, boom, you get the live content right in there. So we're ready, lock it, loaded, and you know we get to watch it, hear it, and react at the same time. What the great thing about it, react at the same time, and one thing I love about the playback, you like Tony, you have the ability to come on screen. If you have the blue mark, you're able to come on, put on the camera, come on, join us if you like, and so forth. There, with time, you get that perk as you watch along with us. What's going on, man? And Jack Whitestone, Jack, join us on the playback at 8:00 right now. It's good you're here. Good to see you. Hope you're doing good Monday. We are going to show the wrestling, the WWE Raw on playback. And it says, I can't believe John Cena turned heel. Here's a question. Was you pleasantly surprised or you're disappointed with John Cena's heel turn, Jack? I like it. Something different. I still think John Cena right before, maybe around September, before he gets to Survivor Series, I think he'll be a babyface. I think there's something with John Cena storyline wise where you could turn him back, and if he is going to end his career in December and he doesn't have a change of heart because he enjoys so much being this heel wrestler, he might continue to prolong it. But I like what John Cena is doing. There you go. I was shocked. Jordan says I was shocked that Cena turned. I thought he was going to stay babyface until December. It's something different though, because now even if they make a heel Cena merchandise, he's going to sell like hotcakes. Now people, when he's advertised for the card for whenever he shows up, people want to go see him. People want to go, and it's funny because now that he's the heel, people are cheering him. They want to see him. He's more must-watch TV. Interesting how the turn of events are in 2025. All right, Jack says, I like it, but my friend Todd was sad when he turned heel. He's a big fan. Look, a lot of young guys, young men, young ladies love John Cena. I always loved John Cena as that uber baby face. I'm always been a baby. It's funny because my wrestling podcast is called Heel of the Ring podcast, but I am uber baby face. I cheer all the baby face from Hogan when Rock was baby face. Cena, one of my favorites. Braun when he was a baby face in NXT and so forth. I always liked the baby face. I'm always a big baby face guy. And to see it, and I always enjoyed John Cena, but it's something different. And you didn't want him to go out there and do this and go out there and do the hits, because by August people would have been crapping on it and go, John, retire already. Okay, you're gonna do a 5-knuckle shuffle. You can't see me. You're gonna do the shoulder tackle. Now it's something different, because now you're going to see John Cena. What is it promo? What does John Cena's promo sound like as a heel? I know and I'm not talking about the Thugonomics gimmick that he started. That's a different persona. I think John Cena, as a heel, I want to hear him talk about, cutting promos, because now he's more seasoned. He's quicker he's always been quick with the tongue. Now with the heel, I think just by his whole facial expression, I think John Cena was born to play a heel. I think John Cena's role as a heel, I think there's a lot of, I'm not saying he's a bad person. Again, he is a great dude who does the heel, Make-A-Wish. He lights up kids' faces all around the world. But there is some type, if you ever see John Cena out in the wild, there is a persona where he is a very, very, very serious man. And you think twice when you see him out in the wild. As if you see that video when he was having lunch with his friend, and that one fan wanted a picture, or he kept persuading or trying to get his attention, and John Cena just totally stopped him and said, hey, I'm trying to have lunch with my friend. Can you respect that? And the way he was stern. Doesn't mean he's a heel, but that character in him, that's who John Cena, I think he is in a persona. And I think he's a great guy, though. Don't get me wrong. But I think that's who he is. I think that's why this heel turn is going to hit so phenomenal. It's phenomenal. Let me read over here. If you watch that promo, Bray and Cena, you'll pick up. Yes, that gives you goosebumps. When they did the Firehouse Funhouse, when he had the NWO shirt, Tony, that gives you goosebumps. I saw some of that. I was like, whoa, wow, that gives you goosebumps. I'm seeing rumors that they trademark Break-A-Wish. Oh, my God. Imagine that. That's crazy. Jack says, Jedi, did you see him kick Cody? Yeah. I mean, and the way they set that up, Jack, when he gives him that hug, that embrace it hug, and he waits, and then when The Rock gives the signal and that I love the way his whole face demeanor just turned and changed like that. That was episodic cinema, must watch streaming television, whatever you want to call it these days. It was on point. As we got Daniel Barry Sports Highlight. Yo, what's going on, Daniel? Salute to you, man. Hope you're doing well. Happy Monday to you, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Don't forget to come join us on the playback where we're going to watch it. Of course, please join us on the playback. If you're watching us, please hit and join us on the playback here. The link is in the chat. Just follow the link there. Of course, we got Jack Kirby here. He switched over. Come on over. You're at 8 o'clock. You're going to see the wrestling. So at 8 o'clock, 15 minutes from now, we're going to say goodbye to YouTube. Say, we're going to full concentration on playback or on X. You can follow us on X. You'll get to see the event there as well and watch along with us. You have it at home. I understand you guys are watching it at home. You got it at home. Who doesn't? But the reaction, because we react at the same time. It's different when we used to do watch along. Some people were ahead of us while we were watching along, and you get spoilers. We're on the playback. We're all seeing it unfold right there on the spot, in real time there. Also on Rumba, you get to watch it on Rumba. You get to watch on Twitch. Okay, so there you go. Let me read this here. I see Cena will be heel for a little bit and time for his career, but then he has more impact his entire time as a face. Yes, I think he'll turn back as a face, though. Totally, I think so too. I think that last ride, I want to see how the storyline is written. Again, just because it's predictable and it's going to happen, doesn't mean you can't get shock and awe and wow. I want to see how they get there, and I love that. And I made a prediction. I made a prediction. I went out on a hot take prediction, whatever you want to call it. The second person to join this, I named them the Final Legacy. I tried it. I trended. It did well. Over 250,000 people and almost 750 people liked it on Twitter, on X. I called it the Final Legacy, where the reason why I named the final, of course, the final boss, and those wrestlers are Vince McMahon's last legacy. If you think about it. Those are the last legacy of the attitude and ruthless aggression era of the Vince McMahon creative or mega stars that he made, besides Roman. But Roman's still an active wrestler. I don't think Roman is on the back nine. I still think Roman has like about 5 years more than The Rock and Cena. So that's why I named them the Final Legacy. That's going to be their final legacy here, was this Uber turn where they made John Cena turn. And The Rock is on the board, the member of the board, becoming a part owner, all that good storyline. That's why Final Legacy came to me, and I like that name. I hope that they give it, and if they want to just send us free T-shirts and acknowledge us, we're good on that. I'm not. I want. We'd love to talk to maybe Cena, talk about Cena run, but if they want to use that name, go ahead. I mean, that's just something that came to me. If they want to use it, go ahead. I know it came from here, so that's a nice legacy if they were to use that Final Legacy for me as a wrestling fan who's been watching this since WrestleMania 1, even before that, when Hogan pinned the Sheik. To me, it would be great. So that'd be a nice memory for me. Hey Jedi, what do you think happened at WrestleMania with John Cena and The Rock? That's a good one. I'm gonna get to that in a second. Creative wise, my second person that I wanted to say was going to join this group for the second person that's going to be trade. I think it's going to be Paul Heyman. I think Paul Heyman soon than later will be trade Roman Reigns, and I don't think it's going to happen in WrestleMania. I think it's going to happen on an episodic SmackDown because just think about this. The reason why I say that, The Rock won't be able to come on a lot on TV. Neither is John Cena, movies, schedule, whatever. You have a mouthpiece in Paul Heyman. And if Paul Heyman turns on The Rock and he comes out, turns on Roman, you can have Paul Heyman Friday nights cutting promos back and forth. Say the final boss said this. And I'm pretty sure they will have another wrestler where could be one that could take the pin, take the beating. You're like a Hikuleo. Hikuleo haven't been seen. If Hikuleo has been signed with WWE for a while, that would be a great bodyguard for The Rock to have. I know he's brothers with Tama Tonga, Tangaloa, and all that. I understand that it might be bloodline storyline with them, or just another wrestler for The Rock to have as a bodyguard, or someone who could take pins again. Someone, Omos will be one. The Rock takes Omos there, where he, like, oh damn, I'm just throwing it out there. It's not going to be the way. Just hear me out. And Paul Heyman cut some promos, and Omos is there, bodyguard, watching Heyman, and then you could build, and you could still keep that storyline hot to WrestleMania, because we don't know what their schedule is like. So if you have Paul Heyman as a second guy, I still think, I said it in the beginning, and I'm not going to try to backtrack. I still think that CM Punk and Randy Orton becomes part of this group. I think CM Punk, because he wants that WrestleMania moment, that spotlight, and I think The Rock could try to deliver it. It might be a triple threat. What's going on, Caputo? How are you? I'm on the playback now, so I don't do a lot of the YouTube. I'm on Playback TV, so if the link is in the chat there, where you actually see the event. So yeah, absolutely. So that's why you don't see too much of my content on the watch alongs on YouTube. Too much restrictions. So just want to let you know there. I'm doing well. I hope you're doing good. John Cena turns heel after 22 years. Even Michael Caputo has a really shocking on. This is transcend everyone. If you're a wrestling fan who watch wrestling in the Attitude Era, Ruthless Aggression, if you've been out of touch, touch resonates, because everyone knows who John Cena is. So this was a great move to captivate, especially WrestleMania season, to bring in the casuals or the non-casuals or the disconnected wrestling fans back into the fold. Kudos on WWE storyline. Again, listen, wrestling is for everyone. Just because we are diehards and watch it night in, night out, or week in, week out, not every storyline is for us to be captivated and bought in. There's also people, and again, like casuals that don't watch it. Now they're speaking. Now they bring them in. That's what's about. Getting the people that have been away from it to fall in love again with wrestling. Also, I admit that's biggest heel turn since Hogan. Absolutely. See, that's beautiful. There you go. Heel turn in WCW. Now he joins the NWO. That's exactly what they were going for. Yeah. Do you? Yes, I remember that heel turn. I remember that in Daytona Beach when Hulk Hogan comes out. And then boom, I was like, oh damn, that was like crazy. All the people throwing the water bottles and the dirt and the trash in the arena. I mean, yeah, that's phenomenal. All right, let's talk here. We got a couple minutes here. We got 7 minutes, because then they go hard right into it. We got the women's title, Io Sky versus Rhea Ripley for the women's world title. I think this is something where it's not gonna be a no contest. I think we're gonna have Bianca Belair at ringside scouting this, because Bianca won the Elimination Chamber. She has the right to take on Rhea Ripley. I think Bianca is going to be at ringside. We might get something where Jade might come out and confront, or we might find out some, that Jade Cargill situation. We know she came out in the Elimination Chamber and totally destroyed Naomi, where she couldn't compete in the Elimination Chamber. Does it spill over here where this match gets thrown out? Or because they just can't contain, and the focus is away, and maybe they have a triple threat with Rhea, Io, and Bianca, or who knows? But I don't think this match gets seen through. Although I would like to see this match get seen through, but I don't know if we'll get the full body of work on this match. Sorry, Cody, I'm running with Rock and Cena now. Yeah, there you go. Listen, I think Cody's title reigns is in some danger at WrestleMania. I think John Cena might pull it off here, or even even CM Punk. They might stack the deck against Cody Rhodes, where he might have to wrestle two nights, two title defenses. I like what they did with the Bloodline when Rock turned heel. Yes, and that was and all of this, and just think about it, wrestling fans. This is like in another world, an alternate universe. What if you guys, the IWC, Dave LaGreca, would have not cried about having Rock and Roman? Cody would have been champion, and would have Cody, and maybe Cody and Cena, Randy, whatever the case was, and they would have got that whole Bloodline storyline. Rock would have not be part of this, but you thought you guys were hijacking WrestleMania 40 last year. You kind of accidentally gave birth to this great creative storyline here with John Cena, heel, The Rock, corporate Rock, the Final Legacy, all because you guys thought you were going to hijack the WrestleMania event. Interesting. Let me get some water in here. I like when Hogan turned heel for the second time in TNA. Oh, when he got the Aces of Eights and all, and the main event Mafia and all that stuff there for TNA. A lot of people didn't like it too much. I didn't watch TNA at that time. I was kind of disconnected with a little bit of wrestling at that time, Jack. So I'm not gonna try to fake the funk. I was a little disconnected with it. I know about it. Yeah. Okay. Tony says, I see Jade Cargill joining the team, getting everything. What is it? Everything title and power and popularity. Look, Jade Cargill coming out looked like she was very, very presented like a megastar. Coming out, she was her emotions coming to the ring. She was gonna go out there to kick someone's ass, and it showed. And like, ooh, you don't want to make a black woman mad or any woman, and she was coming out there mad, and I loved it. And then when she beeline, and you thought she was gonna get hit Liv, and Liv was, cringing, and she went right to Naomi. Wow, that was great. His heel turn when he made Immortal. Okay. All right, so that TNA. I'm you know what? I'm gonna watch that. I have the TNA app. I'm definitely gonna check it out on the TNA app to watch that. We got about 4 minutes, and we'll be saying goodbye here on YouTube. Everyone on YouTube, hit the link. It's a simple link. It's totally at no cost. Come on over. It's an app. It's just like an app, just like YouTube, just like X. You could do it on your phone. You could do it on your. It's on the Apple or your Android shop, Playback TV. Not only that, you get to watch NBA games. I have my other channel, Sports Jedi Network, on there, and we're gonna be there in the future showing Yankee games. So that's a big announcement. So all you Yankee lovers, we're not doing watch-alongs on YouTube. The watch-alongs now are going over to the Playback, where we actually show the game. So when you have that, when there's that Friday night Apple TV game that you guys don't want to pay that subscription, come on over to the Playback. We'll have it. If you're watching the NBA basketball, right now they resolved the issues with MSG and Optimum. But guess what? Those that were on the Playback on my channel got to watch Knicks basketball while some of you couldn't. So come on over, Playback TV, either Sports Jedi Network or Playback Wrestling, Heel of the Ring. That's where you're going to watch the wrestling. We're going to have AEW. We're going to have Maple Leaf Pro Wrestling. Tomorrow, NXT. You're definitely going to get Evolve, TNA, all that good stuff. So please join us. Do you remember when Goldberg turned heel? My friend was very angry. I think everyone was angry. Let's go. So with that said, guys, I'm going to say good night here on the YouTube channel. Jack, would love for you to come over, hit that link. We'll continue. I would love to continue the conversation. Come on. I talk to everyone on the chat. No one in the chat gets ignored, unless if you're vulgar. But no, everyone gets it. Everyone gets acknowledged and read and so forth. Appreciate everyone. I think we're gonna do these warm-ups or these pre-shows with all the wrestling going forward, because I haven't seen Kaylee. So Kaylee, I miss you there. If you're there, come on over to the to there. I know we have so many others coming over. Where I didn't see Joe. Definitely Joe. I know you probably listening. Joe, come on over. Always keep connected. Come on in. Connecting to the room. Will it to join? Will it go through? Yeah, it should go through. You got to just come on into the Playback, and I definitely right in the chat. You're right in the chat. I'll put you quickly as a moderator. That's how's that? So those tonight who gets on there is Italian boy Michael. I see you, Italian boy Michael. I see you there. So guys, we'll see you on the Playback. Have a good night. We'll see you